Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Inside Sports with Rashad Mitchell. I'm your host, Rashad Mitchell, coming to you live on Elevation 5280 Sports and Lifestyles. I'm your host, Rashad Mitchell. Let's get into it, man, for episode number 7, final episode in the month of June. This show has, grown uh, very well, from the beginning to now, as far as the shows are concerned. So thanks for all the support. Well, let's get into it, man. We're gonna start with the NBA recap, NBA draft recap. They made draft ended today. Bronny James got drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers, which is no surprise. Seems like everything was just like kind of set up for this to happen. Like it's not to me, it's not a surprise. It was not happening eventually. Wasn't surprised that the Lakers did not take him in the first round. So maybe that's what reason why he was, you know, why this draft, was 2 days because that's the first time that ever happened. Because when you look at NBA draft, it's always been for one day instead of 2 days. One day used to be the case, but now it's all about 2 days. I think because of LeBron James' son, I think that's what made this thing happen. Hypothetically speaking, but to me, it's just like unnecessary. Just have it for one day and one night, and that's it. Don't extend it to the second day. But either way, he got drafted today by the Los Angeles Lakers. No surprise, so he'd be playing with his father, um, LeBron James. So Bronny James is a Los Angeles Lakers. I don't think he should have left USC. I think he should have stayed in school and improve his game, uplift his game, and upgrade his game. And I think that's the thing that he should have did instead of leaving so early, so soon. I don't think he was NBA ready. But either way, he's drafted. So when you look at this draft, I think obviously you can't judge a draft so fast and grade it. But obviously another foreign player got drafted, somebody from France. I'm not going to pronounce the person's name. He's a small forward out of France, 6'9", 195 pounds from France. He's a versatile wing whose ability to shoot on the move, very competitive, has versatility on the defensive end. So while he played at a high level at the Euro Cup in the French league, he lacks strength and length. But see what he does with the Atlanta Hawks, who had no one pick overall, and they was able to draft him. Then the number 2 pick was Alex Sarr, another guy from France, 7 footer, 224 pounds. Uh, he went to the I think the Washington Wizards drafted him. Yeah, the Wizards. Yeah, the Wizards drafted him. So the Wizards drafted this young man. So he's from France, 7 footer, 224 pounds. So see how he does. It's all about potential. Then Reed Shepard got drafted at number 3 out of Kentucky. 6'2", 182 pounds. He's with the Houston Rockets. He can shoot threes. So has great basketball instincts coming from Kentucky as a freshman. He had great success. So he will be playing with the Houston Rockets. Then Stephon Castle went fourth. 6'6", 210 pounds. That's a good move for the Spurs. Teaming up with Wembanyama. So the Spurs got this guy. This guy's definitely a big time player. He's excellent as far as his size, his length, versatile on both ends of the floor. Obviously knows how to win championships. So he won the championships at UConn. So this gentleman definitely gonna get it done as far as bringing that championship experience to San Antonio. So we'll see what happens with that. But again, this first round of draft was dominated by mostly foreign players. They're the guys from the college ranks that got drafted, but a lot of foreign players, man, from France got drafted. Serbia, stuff like that. So the NBA put teams are in love with the foreign players. But the thing that stood out to me that was impressive was Zach Edey going to the Memphis Grizzlies. I think that was a great move. 7'4", 299 pounds, out of Purdue. He has a big wingspan, 7'11" wingspan, 9'7" standing reach. You know, definitely a guy that can score down low. So that's definitely going to help. A John Morant, get him the ball down low because now it takes pressure off of him. John Morant to do so much. We got a big man in the middle, and plus Steven Adams. With him being hurt all the time, this gives him a true center alongside Jaron Jackson Jr. So now he just there's like a throwback situation. He get the ball to him, John Morant, you know, let him dominate down low. Get double team, just gotta knock down outside shot. So from that perspective, Zach Edey definitely gonna make a big mark on the game of basketball. I think it was a great move for Edey to go in the top 10. He was a great player in college. He won the John Wooden Award for the best player in the league in the country 2 years in a row. So he has the physical tools. 7'4". I mean, that's size. You just gotta continue to develop his game at the pro level and see what happens with that. So I was very impressed with that. Also with the Lakers, again, was surprised that they didn't draft Bronny James in the first round, but Dalton Connect, I think that was a great move. 6'6", 212 pounds from Tennessee. Very all around scorer. Great finisher. Could draw fouls. Definitely big time talent on the wing. So very prolific scorer coming out of SEC. So he scored 40 points against Kentucky, 37 points against Purdue. So he could definitely score. Just got to get better on the defensive end and rebounding end. But he'll definitely help out LeBron and Davis. He's definitely gonna get more playing time than Bronny James. He should. Obviously got to earn his spots, earn his stripes. I just think that he should be able to do what he has to do. So that's basically what stood out in the draft, for as I'm concerned, for as the first round is concerned. Just Zach Edey being drafted by Memphis, and two, um, Dalton Connect going to the Lakers. I think those are two outstanding picks that stood out to me. That was very impressive to see those two guys, get drafted. Um, Going to the Western Conference, because Memphis in the Western Conference, obviously Lakers in the Western Conference. So that's going to be a very interesting situation. Both could possibly, win Rookie of the Year. You never know. We'll see. I take those two guys as candidates for Rookie of the Year over the guys that were drafted ahead of. So I don't know nothing about these guys from France. This guy that got drafted in the first round as number one pick. I never heard of this guy at all. Never seen this guy play. He goes to the Hawks. Amazing. And Zach Edey, like I said, he could be a steal because he could be a cornerstone franchise player because of what he can do at the back to the back to back, posting up, being a postman at the center position, be able to post somebody up and score down low and command double teams. So he could be that traditional center of the highest order where he could just dominate, average a double double. I'm saying? He's definitely capable of doing that. So from that perspective, I think this move is definitely a great move for Memphis. See how it plays out with him and John Morant, Smart, John Jackson. But getting a guy like that is huge because Steven Adams, he's been hurt a lot. I think he was their starting center. I think he had some injuries recent years. So I think it's a great move for him to make, Steven Adams. He's 30 years old. Wait a minute. I think he played with the Houston Rockets. I apologize. I thought he's with Memphis. Okay, so he was with them from 2021 to 2024, but he's now with the Rockets. He's with the Rockets right now. See, was he involved in a trade? Mm, yeah, he was traded. Okay, he was traded. So my bad. I thought he was still on the team, Steven Adams, but he was traded to Houston for Victor Oladipo. So he's with Houston. So my apologies for that. But either way, when you look at Memphis, they did need to draft a big man in the middle. I think this guy, Zach E, could be that guy, be the difference maker. Again, you can't teach size, you can't teach what this guy can do. He can do the same thing at the pro level. This guy no show what he can do at the pro level compared to the college level. Because this guy definitely has a chance to be a dominant, center. He can mix himself to the game of basketball and be dedicated on both ends of the floor. He could be the best center in the league possibly in the future. So I think that's a great move by Memphis getting Zach Edey. And I like the move that the Lakers made getting Dalton Connect because he could score. He could do a lot to take pressure off of Davis and LeBron James and Anthony Davis. So I think he'd be a guy that can definitely get it done. Come off the bench. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be starting, but he could definitely provide some punch off the bench if possible. So those that's the thing that stands out. Also, what stood out also is Cal Filipowski. He didn't get drafted in the first round. But he did get drafted in the second round. Utah Jazz picked him with the 32nd overall pick in the second round. Now he's a skilled 7 footer. They got him listed at 6'11", but they're saying that he's a 7 footer. But he could dribble, pass. He's very versatile on the offensive end. So Utah picked him up, and now see what he does with Utah. Um, Again, these foreign players, guy from Spain got drafted, somebody from Sweden, Serbia, France, Cameroon, Germany. Again, that was the last pick of the draft was somebody from Germany. The Dallas Mavericks picked him center. So they picked, you know, the first pick was from somebody from the France, and now the last pick of the draft was somebody from Germany. So it shows you the love affair that the NBA teams have with these foreign players. Now again, that's the way it is. I think you gotta give credit to the Dream Team in '92 with Bird, Magic, and Jordan. They definitely made an impact on the foreign players, and they love the NBA. And that's why you're seeing these influx. This has been going on for a long time. I think you're just seeing it increase. And then when you look at the best players or foreign-born players, when you look at Nikola Jokic, he's won what 3 MVPs in his career. Luka Doncic is like one of the top 5 players. Giannis, when he's healthy, he's a top 10, top 5 player. Joel Embiid, he's from the Cameroon. He's not American born, so he's a guy that been a great center for a long time. He just got to stay healthy for them for the Sixers to win a championship. So when you look at these players currently right now, has been in the league for a long time. Most of them are foreign players that are the best players in the game, or from another country. You know, Joel Embiid, he's born in Cameroon, so he's from overseas. So he's not from America. Not originally American. So when you look at, you know, certain players in the NBA that are dominating the game are guys that from other countries. Nikola Jokic, he's from Serbia. Nikola Jokic, look that up. I think he's from Serbia because yeah, gotta be from Serbia. Yeah, he's Serbian. Yeah, so he's born in Serbia, Yugoslavia. Sambar FR Serbia, Yugoslavia. So he's suburban, Siberian. So when you look at guys like him, he's won 3 MVPs. Giannis has won an MVP. I don't know any MVPs guy. He's from Greece. Call him the Greek freak. So you look at the foreign-born players; they are dominating the game. He's from Nigeria. He's Greek and Nigerian. From Athens, Greece. So how many MVPs he's won? He's won 2 MVPs. So you see the dominance of the foreign-born player. They're dominating the NBA, and that's why you're seeing what you're seeing now in the NBA draft. Guys from other countries are taking over compared to the American-born player. You see a lot of influx of great players at the NBA level that are from another country. Again, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Joel Embiid. You know, these different players, man, they definitely handle their business. You got the American-born players that are doing it. You still got obviously Jason Tatum and um, Jalen Brown. They from America. Black players. But when you look at the best players, most of them are from another country. They're handling their business. Giannis just gotta stay healthy. He's been hurt a lot. But when you look at the best players, most of them are from another country. You could make a case that the 2 best players in the NBA right now is Nikola Jokic, he's from Serbia. Luka Doncic is where he's from. He's definitely not from America. Slovenia. He's Slovenian. That's where he's from, Slovenia. So you make a case, he's one of the great players, top two great players in the game. Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic. Those are two best players right now in the NBA. You made a case what they have in common. They're from another country. It wasn't happening like that 30 years ago. Now, again, give them credit. They worked on their game. They improved their game to be where they are right now. Give them credit. But at the same time, I mean, is this a change in the guard where the American-born players not going to be relevant, or they're going to be at a point of extinction, where it's not going to be any more American-born player dominating the game of basketball, especially the black player, you know, or white player, wherever it is. You're gonna see, or you're gonna see this as something that's a permanent thing, because that's what you see. You see a lot of, in the draft. This draft is just ended today. The last pick in the draft was somebody from Germany. The first pick in the draft was somebody from France. So the love affair of the NBA teams in the NBA, they love these foreign players. Maybe because they're more fundamentally sound. They played a lot of basketball, but they love the game, but also they're fundamentally sound. The fundamentals are down pat. They got the fundamentals of the game, figured out. They know how to play the game the right way compared to the American player. And that's the reason. Don't give them credit to be cat. So it's not being prejudiced, nothing like that. But just saying this, it's a dominant focus in the NBA where you see, the best players are foreign born. They're from another country compared to the American player. Yeah, you make a case those two players that I just mentioned, they're the best players. Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic, those may be the two best players. I don't know who we would put behind them. We want to put Jason Tatum on that level. We'll see. Let's look at the All NBA team. Let's look at that real quick. Then I'll get into the trades that there was some trades that were made this week. Let me get into that. Let's look at the All NBA first team. This is a perfect example. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's an All NBA first team. He's from Greece. Nikola Jokic from Serbia. Luka Doncic from Slovenia. Jason Tatum, and I don't know where Shai Gilgis Alexander's from. I think he's from I don't know where he originally from. We look him up. His bio. Okay, he's from Toronto, Ontario. He's from Toronto, so that's another country. So you can make a case he's from another country because Toronto's not in America. He's Canadian. So the only person that was on that All NBA team was somebody from America, and that was Jason Tatum. That was on that first team All NBA. It was one American player. Everybody else is from another country. Because Shai Gilgis Alexander he's from Canada. He's from Toronto, Canada. Toronto, Ontario. He's Canadian. Toronto, Ontario. So that can't be American place. It's in North America, but it gotta be another country. Gotta be. Yeah, Canada is the second largest country in the world. It borders the United States to the south. So it's another country in Canada. So you look at the list that I just gave you with the All NBA team: Shai Gilgis, Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. All those guys have four of those five players that was on All NBA team. They all were foreign born. The only American born player that was on that All NBA team was Jason Tatum. That's it. So it shows you that this is not just something with the draft just coming in the NBA. the influx of the foreign-born players dominating the NBA. That wasn't happening 30 years ago. Now you see the takeover. You see it. Yeah, so Jason Tatum, well, he's 26. He's born in St. Louis, so he's an American-born player. When you look at other players that was on that list for the All NBA team, the first team, four of those players were from another country. So I'm saying, so that's what it's all about. I won't be long-winded on this. It's just saying, like, with this draft that just took place, you see a lot of the foreign players being drafted more than the American players, it seems like, from that perspective. And then you see what's going on in the NBA teams, all the NBA teams, all NBA first team. You've got four of the players that are not from America, and they're all first team. They're the best players. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You got Nikola Jokic, maybe the best player in the game. He won the MVP again for the third time in his career. Luka Doncic. And then you got Giannis Antetokounmpo. They was on an all NBA team, first team. The only American-born player that was on an all first team NBA, all NBA first team was Jason Tatum. He's from America. He's born in St. Louis. So it's not just going on in the NBA draft. You see it in the NBA. The players, the best players, are foreign born. When you see the list, this list. And then let's go back to 2023. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joe Embiid, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They were on the first team in 2023. Same thing in 2022. You had Giannis, Jokic, and Luka Doncic. Devin Booker, Jason Tatum was on the first team All NBA. But it's all foreign born. You see it. You see the dominance. Now you gotta go back to 2018, where there was no foreign born players on the All NBA first team. LeBron James, 2018. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard. That's the last time. That's 6 years ago. Last time you had like all American born players on an All NBA team for the first team. That gotta go back 6 years. Since then, you have had an influx of players from overseas having dominance in the game of basketball. You see it. You see it. 'Cause, I mean, again, all these the players I just mentioned, LeBron James definitely was born in America. He's from Akron. Born that's his birthplace. So he's born in America. Kevin Durant, I think he's from Washington, D.C. He was born in America. Suitland, Maryland, okay. I apologize for that. He's born in Maryland, but he's born in America. American born. James Harden, Arizona State. Where was he born? California. Anthony Davis, I think he was born in Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. American born. And last but not least, Damian Lillard. Where's he from? I think he's from Oakland, I believe. Yeah, Oakland, California. So that's the last time you've seen all five guys on an all NBA team, first team, all from America. After that, since 2018, there's been an influx of mixture of foreign-born players being the best, and give them credit. They deserve to be where they're at. But just saying that's the takeover where will it be no more American-born players dominating the game moving forward the rest of the decade. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So that's it for that. Let's get into some NBA trades. The Knicks made a big move. They acquired Mikal Bridges from the Nets for some draft picks. They're definitely going to be upgraded, the Knicks, but I don't think they're ready to challenge the Celtics yet. The Celtics still the best team to beat. As of right now, I can't put the Knicks above the Celtics. You can make them, maybe the second best team in the league, maybe second best team in the Eastern Conference. Excuse me, apologize. Second best team in the conference. But Boston is still the best team. They're still the best team. They're proven otherwise. They're the best team. I just think that's what it comes down to. You gotta, keep the Celtics as the best of the best. Despite what happened with this trade that Macau, Bridges going to the Knicks, it definitely is upgrades. They definitely versatile. He can score, he can defend, but the best players are on Boston. So they go against Boston right now. Boston's still the best team because of who they have. It's still the best team of Boston. So that's a good move for the Knicks. Great job by what they're trying to do, and give them credit. Let's look into the details of the trade that took place this week. Okay, here it is. There's a lot of trades that happened too. This is pre-draft trades. There were trades that I want to go over also. But Bridges to the Knicks. Nets first five got 5 first round picks. They got Bojan Bogdanovic and also 4 unprotected first round picks for 2025, 2027, 2029, 2020, 2031. And also the 2025 protected first round pick from Milwaukee and 2025 second round pick, 2028 unprotected pick swap. So Knicks got Mikal Bridges in 2026 second round pick. So it looks good on paper. He definitely gonna blend in with you know um David Sincho and obviously Brunson and Hart. But again, like I said, they signed OG Anunoby. Gave him way too much money to me. Gave him 212 million. I don't think he's worth that kind of money. But they had to do what they could to keep him. So look good. It's a nice move, but again, the Celtics still the team to beat, proven otherwise. Other than that, after during the draft, you had some trades. Not major. I was surprised that Malcolm Brogdon got moved from Washington. He no, he got moved. No, he went to Washington. Malcolm Brogdon, 2024 first round pick. They selected Bub Carrington, 2029 first round pick. 2 second round picks. The Blazers got Denny Abdija. Timberwolves, they acquired number 8 pick Dillingham from the Spurs. So Rob Dillingham is with the Timberwolves. Spurs got a 2030 top 1 protected pick swap and 2031 unprotected first round pick. Then you got Denver Nuggets. They got the 2024 first round pick. They selected center Deron Holmes, and they got 2024 first round pick forward Ryan Dunn, 2024 second round pick, and 2 future second round picks. Washington got 2024 first round pick, and they selected Kayshawn George. It's like a 3-team trade. Knicks got the 2024 first round pick, number 26 from Washington, and trade to Oklahoma City, 2024 second round pick, number 51 from Washington, selected Melvin Ajinka. The Thunder got the 2024 pick and the number 26 pick, 26 from the Knicks via Washington, selected Dylan Jones. Okay, June 27th, which is today, Atlanta Hawks got the 2024 second round pick, number 44 trade to Miami, and AJ Griffin for that's who Houston Rockets got, AJ Griffin. The Warriors got for Lindy Waters the third from Oklahoma City Thunder, 2024 second round pick, number 52, traded back to Golden State via Portland. Then you got the Wolves trade down. They send Wendell Moore Jr. the guard. He's with Detroit, and the Timberwolves got the 2024 second round pick, number 53, trade to Memphis. And the Pistons got also 2024 second round pick, number 37, selected for Bobby Clinton. This was kind of interesting trade right here. This is very interesting. Jalen McDaniels. Let me see. Yeah, Jalen McDaniels. Let's go back. Jalen McDaniels. He went to the Sacramento Kings in a trade for David Mitchell and Shasha Vincent Cove in 2024 second round pick, number 45, select guard Jamal Shed. I'm saying his name right. So that was like a big trade right there. The Knicks make another trade. They got Tyler Kolek, and 2024 second round pick. And the Portland Trailblazers got future second round picks from 2027, 2029, 2030. The Spurs traded down, got Nunez, Furphy, Johnny Furphy went to the Pacers. Nunez went to the Spurs. AJ Mitchell, the guard, 2024 second round pick. He's with the Thunder. Made a trade with the Knicks again. Knicks involved in another trade. They get the 2024 second round pick, number 40, trade to Phoenix. Suns move up in second round after the Knicks swap. Knicks get Kevin McCullough, number 56 pick, and also Agadoro. He goes to the Phoenix Suns, number 40 pick. So some of the trades, not something major trades, but there were a lot of moves today uh, with the trades. Reggie Jackson, that was interesting. He goes to the Hornets. He was with the Denver Nuggets. So Charlotte Hornets got Reggie Jackson and 3 unprotected second round picks. All right, so that's basically it for that. Right, let's quickly get into some baseball. I'm gonna be on to obviously 10 o'clock. Obviously, the show comes on Inside Sports with Rashad, which comes on from 9 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. So a little late, but still gonna be on schedule. So let's get into Major League Baseball. Also, break is right around the corner. So let's get into the baseball aspect of things. Look at the standings. Okay, right now, surprise, man. The Baltimore Orioles are in first place. They're 51 and 30. The New York Yankees are slumping, man. They're not playing good baseball. They're 52 and 31. They lost 4 in a row, 2 out of the last 10. They've won 2 out of the last 10, so they're 2 and 8 in the last 10 games. So the Yankees are not playing good. Boston's 43 and 37. Tampa Bay 40 and 41. Toronto's 37 and 43. So Baltimore is 51 and 30 as of right now. They got first place right now. Central in the American League Central, Cleveland is 51 and 27. That's very outstanding. They may have the best record. No, they don't have the best record, but they have one of the best records, man. They definitely looking good. Who thought that Cleveland Guardians would be 51-27? It's 7.5 games up over Minnesota, who's 45 and 36. Kansas City is 44 and 38. And Detroit is 37 and 43. Chicago White Sox 22 and 61. The American League West, Seattle is 46 and 37. And Houston's playing very well. Maybe playing their best baseball right now. They won 7 in a row. They're at 500. They're 40 and 40. Only 4.5 games up, 4.5 games out of first place. So here come the Astros. This is what the Astros are accustomed to being, one of the best teams in baseball. Texas is 37 and 44. They're not playing well. 8 games out. Lost 4 in a row. 33 and 46 is the Angels. Oakland is 29 and 54. And nationally, you got Philadelphia 53 and 28. I think they got the best record right now in baseball. I think they got one more loss than Cleveland, but they got the most wins as of right now. Philadelphia 53 and 28. Um, Atlanta's 44 and 35. The Mets are playing good. They're at 500 and 39 and 39. They won 3 in a row. Washington's 38 and 42. Miami's 29 and 52. The Central Division in the National League, Milwaukee's 48 and 33. They won 4 in a row. 6 games over. 6 games over. St. Louis was 41 and 38. Uh, Pittsburgh is 39 and 41. Chicago Cubs 38 and 44. Cincinnati's 37 and 43. And then the National League West, you got the Dodgers 51 and 31. They won 4 in a row. The Padres are 44 and 41. Arizona is 39 and 42. San Francisco is 39 and 43. And Colorado is 27 and 53. So that's the narrative with the standings in the baseball. All right, let's get into the book reading time. Let's get into the 101 memorable home runs in baseball history. Let's get into it. I was on 101, 100. Now I'm on 99. So let's get into that. All right, here we go. We're going to resume with number 99. What was the 99th memorable home run? You got to go to John Lowenstein. The time, let it be, Lowenstein. For much of his 16-year career, John Lowenstein was a respected utility player. He was also a character. He had a quip for almost every occasion, including an effort he extended to being prepared for a long season. I flushed the John between innings to keep my wrist strong, Lowenstein once said. Always available for a quote, he even shared his disdain of fan clubs. Who are they for? Does a player have to have one? I think they are a waste of people's time. He then started the Lowenstein Empathy Club. He couldn't keep up with the mail that promised no interest in his career. Lowenstein loved it. He saw the intangibles in baseball. There are so many intangibles in baseball. I mean, there are so many intangibles in victory, he said. He noted. I have always considered myself an intangible asset to a team, perhaps because the intangible assets of my career are not so impressive. Lowenstein led baseball in self-deprecation, although he was a lot better player than he would let on. Baltimore Orioles Hall of Famer manager Earl Weaver knew he was how good he was. Weaver often said Lowenstein's acquisition was the bargain of the decade. Now, Lowenstein was born in Montana in 1947, grew up in California, long lean. He was a second team All American shortstop at the University of California at Riverside, where he hit 393. He earned a bachelor's degree in anthropology. The Indians selected the left handed hitter in the 18th round of the 1968 draft. All right, so that's some of the background about Lowenstein. But the main thing is to get into this home run that he hit that was so important. So let's get into that. Okay, the Orioles were facing the California Angels in Game 1 at Baltimore's Memorial Stadium. The score was tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 10th. The Birds had men on first and third with 2 outs. I believe that this took place in 1979, I believe. Okay, first and third with 2 outs. So Weaver decided to pitch hit Lowenstein for the Orioles fielding, but light hitting 167 shortstop Mark Ballinger. So Weaver always had white index cards within reach. Each was filled with white what hitters accomplished against pitchers and what pitchers did against hitters. The only thing he knew about California reliever John Montag was that Lowenstein was 3 for 4 with 2 home runs lifetime against the right-hander. So Montag got ahead of Lowenstein 0-2. His third pitch, a forkball, was driven high and deep down the left field line, fair or foul, deep enough. Not only was it fair, but landed in the first row of seats. So Lowenstein had secured his place in Oriole history. Municipal Stadium was Bedlam. The Orioles would beat the Angels, but lose in the World Series to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Lowenstein's best season came in 1982. He was 35. He jacked 25 homers and batted 320. He retired in 1985 and as an Oriole folk hero. So when asked what he remembered circling the base on October 3rd, 1979, that's when he hit that home run, the day of his big home run. Lowenstein said he vividly recalled Weaver running toward him. Weaver was a short man built like a fire hydrant. He was thrown out of nearly 100 games in his Hall of Fame managerial career. It was strange to see Weaver so happy and so far from the dugout. I never saw such a little man in the baseline. Lowenstein joked. Okay, so that's number 99. It's the 99th memorable home run. Now we're gonna go to number 98. Then I'll go on to look at on this day in sports history for June 27th. Right, Hank Blaylock, a bomb by the new Brett. Hank Blaylock was going to be the new George Brett. Everybody, that's what everybody, coaches, scouts, front office decision makers, reporters were saying about him. Blaylock was a high school third baseman from San Diego with a college scholarship in hand when the Texas Rangers took him the third round of the 1999 amateur draft. He won the Gulf Coast League batting championship that summer with a 361 batting average. So the 21-year-old had started the 2002 season with the Rangers, but hit only 211 and was sent back to AAA. No one expected he'd be there long, as he was considered the best everyday uh, prospect in the game by Baseball America, the Bible of the minor leagues. In 2003, Blaylock was batted left and threw right, proved what all the fuss was about. He was the starting third baseman for the Rangers, and up and coming team with young stars like Alex Rodriguez at shortstop. Michael Young was playing second. Mark Teixeira was young at first base. So the Rangers had little pitching, but were building what looked like a bright future. So Angels manager Mike Scioscia selected Blaylock then 22 and hitting 323 for the All-Star game that was held at U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago on July 15, 2003. Troy Glaus, the Angels' third baseman, played the first 7 innings for the American League, but Schuster missing Blaylock up to bat in the eighth. It was no favorite. So Blaylock was going to face Eric Gagne, the fireballing right-hander of the Los Angeles Dodgers, who hadn't blown a save since August 26, 2002, and was on his way to win the Cy Young Award. The National League was leading 6-4. So Gagne enticed Boston's Nomar Garcia Parra to round out to short, and Hans Gravett Anderson followed with a double. Pitch hitter Carl Everett grounded out, moving pitch runner Melvin Moore for Anderson to third. Toronto's Vernon Wells then doubled to bring Moore home, cut the lead to 6-5. So with 2 outs and Wells at second, Blaylock received a shot on his big stage. He worked the count to 3-1. Gagne threw a fastball, of course, and Blaylock boomed it to right center field for what proved to be the game winner. The next time Gagne called up a game was almost a year later on July 5th, 2004. Gagne was dominant in 2003, going 55 for 55 in save opportunities, striking out 137 in 82 one-third innings and pitched to a 1.20 ERA. He surrendered only 3 home runs that year to Vladimir Guerrero, who's played the Montreal Expos, Colorado's Todd Helton, and Blaylock's All-Star Blast. Blaylock finished his season with 29 homers and 90 RBIs and a 309 batting average. He was even better in 2004, surpassing his numbers from the previous year with 32 homers and 100 RBIs, and was selected for his second All-Star game. The scouts raved about his improved defense, teammates praised his work ethic. He was being talked about as the best third baseman in Rangers history. Blaylock even had a fan club called Hank's Homies. They would arrive at the ballpark in Arlington wearing cowboy hats, eye black, and Blaylock jerseys. In 2005, however, they had less of a reason to dress up. In 2005, Blaylock hit 25 homers with 92 RBIs, but there was talk that he had begun swinging for the fences instead of trusting a stroke that was made for hitting doubles up the gap. There were also rumors that the Rangers were going to put him on the market. Blaylock hit his 100th career homer in 2006, and he missed much of the 2007 season after being diagnosed with thoracic outlet syndrome, a term used to describe a group of disorders that occur when there is an injury of the nerves and blood vessels in the lower neck and upper chest. Due to the syndrome, he needed to have his first rib removed. In 2008, he was nagged by hamstring and shoulder wolves. The Rangers tried him at first base for abandoning the idea, returning him to third. He did hit 25 homers in 2009, but struck out more than 100 times in fewer than 5 at bats. Enigmatic was the word being used to describe Blaylock. He ended his career with Tampa Bay at age 29. His finish with 153 home runs in 9 big league seasons, but none bigger than the one he slugged on a July night in Chicago. All right, so that's it for that. I'll be in number 97 next week. I'll be on the air next week for another episode of Inside Sports with Rashad. That'll be on the 4th of July. I'll definitely be on the air. All right, so let's get to on this day in sports history for June 27th. Let's get into it. June 27th. Let's get into the events that took place on this day. I'm gonna read all of them, but let's look at this one. On June 27th, in 1890, Canadian boxer George Dixon became the first black world champion when he stopped English bantamweight champion Edwin Nuck Wallace in 18 rounds in London, England. That happened in 1890 on June 27th. On June 27th, 1914, defending champion Jack Johnson beat fellow American Frank Moran on points in 20 rounds in Paris, France to retain his lineal heavyweight boxing title. In 1939, on June 27th, Brooklyn Dodgers tied the Boston Bees 2-2 in 23 innings and called on a count of darkness after 5 hours and 15 minutes. 1956, on June 27th, Major League Baseball Cleveland Indians, trailing Baltimore Orioles 9-1, came back to win 12-11 in 11 innings. On June 27th, 1963, Major League Baseball Philadelphia Phillies Johnny Callison hit for the cycle, but teammate center fielder Tony Gonzalez error ends his record of 205 consecutive errorless games. June 27, 1977, Willie Covey hit 2 home runs in an inning for second time on April 12th. April 12th, 1973, did the same thing on June 27th, 1977, hitting 2 home runs in an inning for second time. 1979, June 27th, Muhammad Ali, the heavyweight boxer, confirmed that his third retirement is final, and it isn't. It wasn't. On June 27, 1980, Dodgers Jerry Roos, no hits, San Francisco Giants winning 8-0. On June 27, 1983, Seattle Mariners bat out of order against Chicago White Sox in second inning. Then on June 27, 1984, Supreme Court ends NCAA monopoly on college football telecasts. 1986, Robbie Thompson on June 27 for San Francisco Giants set a record caught stealing 4 times in one game. On June 27, 1988, Mike Tyson knifed out Michael Spinks in 91 seconds in Atlantic City. June 27, 1988, Reds bat out of order against Padres in first inning. 1990, June 27, Jose Canseco signed a record $4,700,000 per year Oakland A's contract. On June 27, 1990, Syracuse power forward Derek Coleman was drafted as the first pick by the New Jersey Nets. All right, that's basically it. I'm done. I'm done with the events that took place on June 27th. On this day in sports history for June 27th. So that's it for the night. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's show. It's the final episode in the month of June. As we move forward to the month of July, it'll be the third month of me doing this show. Inside Sports with Rashad Mitchell. Thank Michael Spillin, the head man of this whole network, for giving me the opportunity to do my thing on this platform. I'm enjoying it, learning a lot about the StreamYard, the platform, and doing my own thing, setting everything up properly with the banner and everything. So everything's good. So that's it for the show, man. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Can't wait to see how many people tuned in. Obviously, the show is on YouTube. This show is on Twitter and Facebook. That's where the show is streaming live right now. Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Check it out. So that's it for the show, man. I'll be back next Thursday. I will be on the air doing the show on the 4th of July. I will be here at 9 o'clock p.m. sharp to talk sports. And I'm definitely going to get into the NBA free agency. That should be ongoing once I get on the air next Thursday. Talk about the moves that have been made for us NBA free agency. So I believe it starts June 30th. Quickly look at that. Does it start June 30th? Yeah, June 30th, free agency starts. June 30th. So I definitely gonna be on the air to talk about, the moves that have been made, possibly see what happens. Also check out E5280sports.com. I have a new article that came up. It's on the website. I wrote an article about the 40th anniversary of the 1984 NBA draft. Check that out because that took place on June 19th, 1984. That's when Michael Jordan got drafted. Sam Bowie, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, guys like that. And even Carl Lewis was drafted by the Chicago Bulls, but he did not play in the NBA. I'll talk about that. So I did a recap of that year, 1984 NBA draft. That was 40 years ago. So check that out on E5280sports.com. Check out the articles. More articles to come for next week as well. I'll be doing an article tomorrow. Not gonna mention what it is, but it's gonna be a dandy. So that's it for the show, man. That's it for tonight. I'll be back, like I said, for episode number 8 next week. I'll be on for episode number 8 on 4th of July. Definitely it'll be episode number 8, a new month. For the third consecutive month, I'll be doing this show. I'm grateful for that. It's been a great month of doing shows this month. Look forward to the next month. So that's it for the show. Inside Sports with Rashad Mitchell. This comes on every single Thursday night from 9 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. on Elevation 5280 Sports and Lifestyles. Until then, talk to you next time in the month of July, live on Elevation 5280 Sports and Lifestyles. Until then, have a good night. See you and talk to you next Thursday night.